just being yourself is no longer a good option. The days of chivalry are dead. Courting is not a real thing. And being a nice, sweet simp is no longer going to get you a girl or two for the most part.
So I just left a restaurant after waiting 30 minutes for a date to show up. And apparently I got stood up. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm trying to do everything right to be a gentleman. I brought flowers. I've been consistent talking with this girl for 2 weeks, trying to get to know what she likes, what she doesn't like. I made plans. I picked the restaurant, the day, and the time.
Meanwhile,
Hey guys, guess who I'm shooting with today? It's finally happening.
Made plans. I picked the restaurant.
You care too much, man. You care too much.
I'm just looking for my person.
You finna cry?
I'm just looking for the one that.
You want a pacifier?
Like,
Want me to rock you up and down, back and forth? What you want, bro? You finna cry over that shit?
Sitting there eating a meal by myself and realizing that nobody even cares about people anymore. Like, alien dating shouldn't even be this hard.
And I just hate it had to be him because he seems like a nice dude. He seems like a genuine dude. But unfortunately, these girls don't give a fuck about how you think. They don't give a fuck about how you feel. And most importantly, they don't give a fuck about your time at all. Nowadays, you gotta be indifferent to these girls. I told my bro back in the day, I said, I'm no longer letting these girls control my emotions. If a girl flakes on me, she just ghosts me, she breaks up with me, I don't care anymore. It's her loss. And another thing I would tell him is to stay off those goddamn dating apps. I could tell right off rip, he probably met her on a dating app. She was milking him for his attention like some otters. He asked her for her number. She said, no, I don't want to give my number up to strangers. He probably set up a date on the dating app. She probably agreed to it just as a backup plan. And then she went missing on him. Bottom line is this. If you're not some Chad or Tyrone and you're on those dating apps, get off them, man. They're just a waste of fucking time. You may find one girl out of a bunch, but the overall ROI you get from that is not worth it. Especially like a dude like that. You better off just going to like a gym or like a freaking yoga session and finding a girl that way. If you trying to find a girl on these dating apps, especially in LA, Los Angeles, California, a dude like that needs to be in Louisiana. That's the LA he needs to be in. He needs to be in Louisiana. A dude like him needs to worry less about dating women and more about dating himself and understanding who he is and actually starting to love himself more. But a lot of you guys get in situations where you're asking like, oh, what should I respond to a girl with? What should I take her? What should I do? If a girl really values you, she's gonna make it as easy as possible for you to get things done. A lot of you guys are just not at the level that you need to be at. As a man, you're valued off of what you bring to the table. You're not valued about how nice you are, or your personality, how sweet you are, how many good things you do for the world. They don't give a fuck about that. He needs to ask himself, if I was a woman, would I pick me? If he can't answer that honestly, and he can't really look at himself and say, yeah, I will pick me over a dude like me, he have work to do. This shit right here is never going to get better. It's never going to get easier. It's only going to get more competitive as the world goes on. The art of seduction is dead. I'm trying to appeal to a girl's senses by trying to romanticize her and mirror her. That's not as effective as it used to be. Romeo and Juliet is no longer a thing anymore. Maybe nowadays it's Romeo and Juliet and side dick, who you don't know about. Maybe that's a thing, but this overall way of thinking is done for. Girl that you want will ghost you until you become a man of value. There's more pretty women than there is high value men. And my goal is to continue to go on this path with you guys, just to show you guys how to do it. With that said, follow me on social media as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post on here very consistently, good content, tips, tricks, hacks, all that. And with that said, I'm gonna leave you guys with some great words from Bronny James.
These bitches don't give a fuck about a nigga.